to kick off for Detroit.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Time with David Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 19 carries, 63 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
It's a pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
Trubisky's.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet.
Trubisky's pass.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Julian Okwara. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
At their own 21-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, Swift. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So they will go for it. Stafford. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on, an old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
I'll look that up later.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
A gain of 2.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run here with Swift. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll run with Swift, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 40.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stafford on 3rd down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Stafford able to get this complete to Swift, his running back. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 48-yard line.
Now it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And they'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the game. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
They get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 36 yards out.
36-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Second down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Another throw for Galladay, this one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Bears 3.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Open man here is Foster.
Stafford's pass.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Runs up, flipped down, solid coverage by the Bears D.
Intended for Geronimo Allison.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Trubisky will throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Bears.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Julian Okwara in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
once again it's Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
4 yards on the pickup.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. On second down, Swift looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. That will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Open man here, Sims complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Steven Sims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
The 32-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Complete to Jimmy.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
To David Montgomery.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. That into the hands of his tight end, Holtz. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And less than a yard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll run here with Swift. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
31.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for